Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a while since I've done a video, and I was really like, I had a game plan about how I was gonna do vlogs and stuff, trying to like build up my vlogmas because I'm gonna do vlogmas this year, but a lot has happened in the last 2 months, so I've been just dealing with life. Okay, so as y'all can tell by the title, I had surgery. Okay, so in October, was it October? Nope. Well, in the beginning of November, I found out I was pregnant. I was happy, ecstatic, you know. Wasn't expected, but all babies are a blessing. So I was happy. Yeah, I was so happy to where I tried to do, like, the day I found out, I was like, okay, I need to call the doctor right now. I called the doctor the same day. That's how excited I was, but something had happened with my insurance. I was never able to make my appointment, and then I didn't have my ID. And my stupid self, I thought that I needed my ID to even go to the hospital. So I didn't go to the hospital until the 14th of November. And I went, it was like, yeah, you're pregnant. First of all, I was there, guys. I think I'm gonna put in the clip of when I was on the way to the hospital. Right on my way to see my baby. I already know I'm pregnant, but I'm just going to the hospital to see confirmation sheet and to see the little baby. Gonna find out how many weeks I am, find out if it's more than one. Like, I'm excited. I'm praying that it's twins, but if it's not twins, it's okay. But I want twins, so we'll see when we get there. Okay, so as y'all can see, I was on the way. I got there. I was there for a long time before they seen me. Like, when I got there, it was probably like 2 people in the lobby. Yeah, I was in the hospital for so long. I had to swap my own cooch and everything. I was there for so long. That's how long. They didn't have any beds. So I finally got in a room. I had got there at 2 o'clock, 2:30. I didn't leave until 9 or 10 o'clock. So I finally got in a room at like around 8:30, and I made a video. That too. I'm gonna insert it right here. No kidding, y'all. I've been at the hospital for 4.5 hours, and I just walked into this room. I've been in the waiting room. I had to swab myself, I had to do all that stuff because they ain't had no beds, but as you can see, I was so happy. The only thing I had left to do, because I already did my labs and everything, was my ultrasound. So I waited, because they had a couple of emergency ultrasounds or something. So I waited until it was my turn. I went, and my ultrasound, because y'all know I have another baby. Mason is 3. I remember during that ultrasound, they do have to do a vaginal one because I was under 11 weeks, under 14 weeks, I think it is. Under 14 weeks, you gotta do vaginal. So, first she did on my stomach, and then she did the vaginal one, but it took forever. Like, it took forever for her to do it. I know I was in there like a good 45 minutes just doing the vaginal. That doesn't count on top of my stomach. So, and they're not allowed to tell you like if anything is wrong. They can't read anything to you. You can't see the screen. So I waited for them to take me back to my room. I went to my room. I was there. I think I was almost went to sleep. And then the midwife came in, and she basically was like, yeah, so you looked at your ultrasound, and it was very abnormal. This is not a normal pregnancy. There's definitely no baby. So me being a person that I am, and I've already made a bond. You make a bond with something that's growing in your stomach as soon as you know. Well, I know for me, as soon as I found out, I was instantly happy. Instantly was looking forward to having a new baby. Like, so I broke down. I was devastated. My mom was in the room with me and my sister, Maya. And then the nurse who was with the midwife came back and was like, well, she doesn't know, Amber. She's just taking a guess. We're gonna actually have you come back and we're gonna check your blood again and see if your HGC, my pregnancy hormones, see if they were still rising, because they were high then, 25,000. And they was like, if it rises, we know that, you know, it could still be a baby. So I went, and that was on a Saturday. No. What day was that? It was like a Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. So they was like, you need to come back in 2 days. So I came home. I told my child's father what was going on. You know, I was kind of like trying to keep him updated. He was at work during the time I was in the hospital. So I was keeping him updated. On Saturday, I planned on going early in the day, but my son had came home and I just wasn't, it really was not gonna work. So I went later on in the afternoon with my mom. We were there not long. I took my blood and then it was like, it might take a couple of hours for the results to come back. You can go eat and come back. So that's what we did. We went to eat. We came back and they sent me in a room. They had called me because they said we would call if the results come in and you're not here. And I was around the corner, so we went back, put me in a room. It was like, oh, good news, your pregnancy levels are going up. You know, last time they were 25,000, this time they're 35,000, so it's going up. So we definitely need to schedule another ultrasound to see where is the baby. So right there, y'all, I was so happy. Cause I'm like, God, cause that's all I prayed for. Like, I didn't even care if my baby came out and, you know, it had special needs. I wanted that baby. Like, that's all I could think about, all I could pray about. Like, I wanted that baby. So, they scheduled that. They was, okay, this was her thing. Yeah, Amber, since you're in an emergency case, you know, I'm not able to schedule your ultrasound right now, but I'm gonna have somebody call you and you should, this was a Saturday, you should be able to come in Monday or Tuesday. I'm like, okay. She was like, if they don't call you Monday, call back first thing Tuesday morning to see what's going on. So I did what she told me to do. I called back Tuesday and they was like, oh, we can't schedule your appointment until next Monday. I'm like, okay, that's cool. That gives time for my levels to go up more. So I'm like, cool, I don't care. So Monday was just this past Monday. It was the 25th. I went, did my ultrasound. It took about 20 minutes. It wasn't long at all. So that made me hopeful too, you know, because it wasn't as long as the last one. I went and then I had to go, and they said since it was an emergency case, I can get my levels, I can get it read right then, like it wouldn't take long. So I had to wait for my results to come back and for a doctor to read it. First they told me a nurse would come read it, but they sent the doctor. So she came in and she basically was like, yeah, so Amber, I looked at your ultrasound and it's a lot of, this said the same thing the other midwife, what the midwife said, this was the doctor this time. She was like, there's a lot of abnormal tissue, cells and it's forming into a lot. So basically, instead of your baby growing into a fetus, it grew into a tumor, and we have to get it out before it becomes cancerous, what you're having is something called a molar pregnancy. And y'all, I was devastated, like, because I had so much hope. But I had also prepared myself for this. I didn't know what a molar pregnancy was until the day I initially found out. My mom had told me, well, Amber, before I had you, I once had a molar pregnancy. I was like, what was that? And she explained to me what it was. So fast forward back to the day, I was just like, okay. I was just looking at the lady in the face like, okay, she's explaining to me that I need to have an emergency surgery. Has to happen ASAP. She's gonna call her colleague and see if he can do it the next day. Like, so I'm just like, that, yeah, okay. She walks out the room. I break down. Because I was like, it's just not fair. It's not fair. Because I'm willing to give everything for my children. And it just was not time. So she comes back, she's like, okay, yeah, he said you can have it tomorrow at 1:15. I'm like, okay. They go ahead and set up my appointments for afterwards. So, okay, so after my surgery that I had was a DNC, so it's when they go in and cut your cervix, stick a tube up a little vacuum, and they vacuum everything out of your womb or your, I don't know, something like that. So she explained to me what it was, and afterwards I would have to still come in and get my blood drawn until my pregnancy levels were down to 0. And then after that, I would still have to come back once a month for the next 6 months to ensure that nothing else grows inside of me. Yeah. So I set up my appointments until January. I came home, my son was here, and I had already told Mason that I was having a baby. So he would rub my stomach and kiss on it and say, I love your baby, mommy. And I still haven't told him that I'm not gonna have one. I'm just gonna, if he ever asks, I'm gonna tell him it'll come in a couple of years, you know. But this was Monday night. I was in the kitchen, sitting in the kitchen, and I felt just something gush out of me. And I went to the bathroom and realized that I was bleeding a lot. So I had started to have a miscarriage. And Mason, of course, does not understand. He wanted me to hold him, and I couldn't do it. So I had to see that he goes to his dad's house and all of that. So he had to go there. He probably didn't get there until like almost 12 o'clock at night. The next day, I couldn't eat. After 12 o'clock, I couldn't eat. And I woke up, y'all. So I had to be there an hour and a half before my surgery. So my surgery was at 1:15. I had to be there at 11:45. I got there at 11:36. I woke up, y'all, I know at 10:40. So I had to rush, whatever, do everything I need to do so I can go. I got there, they just do what they do when they register you or whatever. Went to that. I was an outpatient procedure, so they sent me in the short stay room, and we went over everything. I got dressed. It was actually my first surgery. I've never had surgery before. Never been under anesthesia. Never had to take prescribed pain medicines or nothing like that. Like Omnipod, like ibuprofen. So I had, yeah. So it took them a while to prep me, kinda, and then my mom and Maya were able to come back. Once they got back, they told me that my procedure was pushed back until 3:45. So I was just sitting there. I already had my IV and everything. So basically, me and my mom watched TV until it's time for me to go back. When the anesthesiologist came in, she came in around like 2:55-ish, 2:50-ish, or something like that. No, Ellen had just came on. It's 3 o'clock. Because I was like, okay, yeah, I just watched the talk. Now I get to watch Ellen, and I probably won't see all of it, but I didn't see none of it. Like, I was out of there, like, with the first 5 minutes of Ellen. So, she came in, they asked all the questions I've already asked. I already had answered, and I asked. So, and then she picked it up and put it in the IV, and I felt it rush in my body. First time ever feeling that, and then I started laughing. And then I woke up in the recovery room. When I woke up, I didn't feel any pain. I didn't cry. I didn't have any, I don't know. I just wanted to feel normal again. My mom came back. I had woke up around like 5. My mom and Maya came back, and they let me get up to use the bathroom and get dressed. And then I had to sit down and drink something and eat some crackers. So I sat there for a bit, ate some crackers. They told me the things that I couldn't do and the things I could do. And that was it. I got in a car and came home. Didn't cry that day. I cried on Wednesday. Y'all, it was really Thursday morning. Helping my mom make Thanksgiving dinner. She had told me to do something with the macaroni, and I just started crying. It's like, it's so unreal. Like, I never thought I would have to go through this. So I've cried probably 3 times since my surgery. I pray that it gets better. I don't want to, when I was talking to my child's father, it's like, Amber, are we going to sit and dwell on this? Can we grow? Yeah, I told him, well, it's what I'm living right now. Like, it's something I can't ignore. I think I'll be better. I'll heal better by talking. I do heal by talking about things, while talking things out. I know myself, so I think it'll get better. I can have more children. It didn't make me infertile. I just don't want no kids no time soon, because I'm like, I don't want to go through this again. Y'all, it's like I didn't even know that I wanted the baby until I found out I was pregnant. That wasn't anything that that's not what we talked about. We talked about it, but we talked about doing this years later. But it is what it is. So no, I am not pregnant. My baby turned into a little tissue mass tumor, and yeah. So I did have a molar pregnancy. I am okay now. I have my first checkup on December 2nd. Do I regret anything? No. Because even if I would have, even if well, I'm glad I went when I went. Could I caught it earlier? Could we? Yeah, probably, but they probably would have still made me wait. But yeah, so that's it. Am I okay? Yes. Do I need prayer? Yes. That's it. So this has been a story time with Amber. My first story time is really a tragic story time, isn't it? Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday. I plan on doing Vlogmas, like I said, so y'all would be seeing a lot more of me. And I promise to put this video up on Saturday, so this video will be going up today. Yeah. Remember to smile. And remember that I love you, God loves you. So love each other. Peace out.